All right, so before I get started with this video, I just wanted to point you guys to my Skool community. You're invited. Come check me out. I got exclusive content in there. I got some resources that you're going to love, and the community is growing. So I'd like to see you in there. Now on to the video. All right, I'm just going to be touching on the VSM-3 from Brainworx, this saturator. It's definitely one that has been living on my drum bus, gives me life, pulls the blanket off the speakers, bring everything to life. I'm just going to be playing it, the loop back on some drum percussive instruments here. All right, so what you're going to be able to see here are the second order Harmonic Fet Crusher and a third Harmonic Zener Blender. Now, these are going to be the magic behind this mix satellite VSM-3. You're going to love it. So I'm going to bypass what I have so far. Let's go back into the loop here and let's see what this saturation plugin is doing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to only solo the second order harmonic by bringing over that there. Let's see. This is supposed to give us a class A and triode tube stage style saturation. Okay, so it's primarily generates pure second order harmonics. All right, so this is useful for your sound to sound warm, rich with a tube-like saturation, and it's emulating, again, it's emulating that class A triode tube stage. This could be used for your cohesion or driven for fat, rich distortion. It's particularly effective on the mid signal of a stereo mix to add solidity to the center signal. So let's try to keep it on that solo and let's bring over some of the drive. Let's go over to the high. Nice and crispy, nice and crunchy. Let's bring it back to the mid, high mid. All right, so now let's bring over the third order harmonic, third Harmonic Zener Blender, and let's see what that's doing on solo. We'll put it back on high mid. Let's drive it. So this third order Harmonic Zener Blender, this creates third order harmonics and can also generate higher order odd harmonics with increasing the drive. So this type of distortion is often characterized as grittier and brighter than the second order harmonics, similar to an overdriven pentode tube. I'm going to go back and forth from the second and third order harmonics so you can hear the difference. Let's have everything set at the same. Everything's set the same. Now let's go over to second. All right. Can you hear those congas, those tumbas, get a little bit crispier and a little bit more saturated with the second Harmonic Fet Crusher versus the third Harmonic Zener Blender? So the application for this is very useful for adding brightness and detail to a sound. It can also add a subtle compression or limiting effect. Now let's just keep them both. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over to the high. I'm going to keep this in the high mid. And I'm going to drive this third Harmonic Zener Blender a little bit more. There we go. That's with it activated, and we have our third harmonic on the high, and we have our second harmonic on the high mid. All right, now let's put the VSM-3 on the master to see what this would do for us. If I were to grab an instance of the VSM-3 and throw it here on the master, let's go to Plugin Alliance, VSM-3, and see what it does. You can tell that it will give you a little more than what you're looking for if you're overdriving it. That is the VSM-3 Brainworx. This is touching only on the EQ section of the saturation device.